Hi everyone, welcome to your new check-in procedure. So this is basically just going to outline the new check-in that we will be doing going forwards. So I'm just going to have a little look at what we were currently doing or we're doing in the past, and just explain to you what we're going to be doing now going forwards. So obviously if you're watching this new, then it doesn't really matter what we did in the past, but for the new guys or for the clients that I currently have, this is just to explain to you the procedure that we'll be doing going forwards. So it's going to be so much more straightforward. It's just going to be so much more useful as well. I think when I go through the pros and cons of what we've kind of been through before and the changes that we'll be making, it'll become really clear kind of the direction I'm going with you guys in terms of your check-ins, just about making things more streamlined, making things more straightforward, making things specific and applicable to you, and just making sure that you're getting the most out of these check-ins and that I'm being able to help you the best that I can. So basically I'll just go through, I've got a little list here of a comparison basically of what we have been doing and what we will be doing going forwards. This will be accessible through Jotform as well, so you'll receive all the links and all the rest of it. It'll become clearer where you can actually see the check-in process, or when you actually go through it yourself. And obviously when you come to do it and there's anything you're unsure of, you can just let me know, but make sure you watch this video properly first. It won't take long, it'll only be a few minutes before you actually go into doing the check-in yourself. So I'm just going to share my screen here, so you can see the comparisons. So you'll see that we've got, just let me move myself out the road. So we've got the old way. So we did check-ins every week. This was on Typeform. So you just filled out the questions, answered them yourself, and just you gave direct feedback. So it means that your check-ins became a bit same old every week. And that was for you, not for me. Like obviously I'm here to see your problems and what you're needing help with and all the rest of it. But doing that every single week, not a lot is going to change too much week to week. It tends to be the kind of same problems that we're working on, which is absolutely fine. And that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm happy to help you with. But probably for yourself, you feel like you're just kind of repeating yourself week in, week out. And if there's something in particular that we're working on, then that's fine. If it's a particular problem, we're working on it likely on a more long-term basis. So maybe it's time management. You're not going to feel like, oh, this week everything's changed, everything's absolutely perfect. Time management is something that you'll work on for a few weeks at a time. It might be your diet. If you've maybe had an off week or something, then that's absolutely fine to do like a weekly kind of check-in in terms of that. But if it's every single week you're struggling with your diet, that's something that we'll be working on long term. And I'm not expecting you to be struggling with your diet and then the next week, like, oh my God, it's all fixed. Like, it's not like that at all. So for yourself, you might feel like you're repeating yourself every week and maybe even trying to find out interesting things to tell me. And it's not that I'm looking for brand new problems to be solved every single week from you. If you've maybe got like a period where you're just going through things that are all really plain sailing, you're not actually really needing any help with anything in particular, then you might just feel like you're having to say that or make up something for the sake of it. So that's another reason. I don't want you to feel like you're having to make things up every single week or that you're having to reinvent the wheel when it comes to your check-ins. So yeah, that's why when you come to do your check-in, you realise there is an actual option to say whether you need help or whether you don't need help. And if you don't need help, then that's absolutely fine. Crack on, you'll upload your progress pictures, you'll upload your measurements, and happy days, that is us. But if you do need help, then there will be ways for you to go and access. So obviously I do these webinars with you every week and I record them for a purpose so you can go back and watch them whenever you need them. And that's what's going to be happening in the check-ins as well. If there's something in particular that you need help with, then I can send you to that resource directly and it's going to be exactly what you need. And if you watch it and you still maybe have some questions, and obviously that's what I'm here for, and you can shoot me a message and be like, do you know what, I've done my check-in, I went and watched that resource that you sent me to, but I still actually need a bit of help. Then then we'll get on a call or something and we'll make sure that there's something that I can do for you to make sure that you're getting the proper help. But it's just going to make things so much more simpler for you if we do things that way. If you actually need help, then it's there for you. And if you don't, crack on, then that's absolutely fine. So you'll see that progress pictures, we do them every week and we do measurements every week. So we'll be changing that as well. You'll be doing them every second week. So obviously make sure you've updated them. That will be as part of your check-in. So I still want you to update your pictures and your measurements on Trainerize, but I'll still get you to do that. But then I'll be getting you to do them on the check-ins as well. So there will be an option for you to upload pictures or upload your measurements. Yeah, so they'll be on both. So don't do one and not do the other. Still make sure that we're updating everything on Trainerize, because it's good for you to be able to reflect and see your progress, whereas you won't be able to see that on the check-in. That's just a direct check-in to me. So make sure that you're updating that on Trainerize still as well. But you're going to be doing that every second week rather than every single week. And that just means that, you know, it's part of your check-in. You can still do them every week on Trainerize if you want, but only doing them every second week on your check-in, okay? And that just gives you a better chance to see some changes and things like that, especially for your progress pictures. Week to week, it might be hard sometimes to see any changes, but every second week is a good way to do it, and just to give yourself a chance to actually see any differences, and also giving any changes that we make a chance to take effect. Sometimes a week isn't enough. If I've given you maybe more or less calories, something like that, maybe we've upped your protein, maybe we've changed your training program, anything like that, it's a better way to give you some chance to see a difference. So yeah, as I've said, why it's better. This check-in will mean something more now, it'll have more impact, it'll allow time to see changes. It'll just be a much better way to get feedback from me. And like I said, it'll be much more relevant. If there's a particular problem that you have, then we'll go through it. And we'll also be doing, you know, the weekly call. So that is something that you'll see that comes up. And the weekly call, well, it'll be a fortnightly call actually. So you'll be doing your check-ins every week, but we'll do a group call every Monday. It's going to be, it's like not going to be long, about half an hour max, but it's just an opportunity for you to get in on a call. We can all share things. You can have questions prepared. I'll have a look through check-in, see if there's something common that's been coming up, and we can go through it together. And that will be starting as of Monday the 25th. So the new check-in process, that's when that's going to start. I'm just waiting on someone. I've hired someone to make this for me because it's coding and stuff that's involved with it. So I've outsourced that and I've paid someone to do that for me. And I've paid someone to do it because I wanted to make sure that it was done properly, and to make sure that it's going to work well for you guys. So it's just something you'll access on Jotform. You'll go through that wee check-in, and it'll just be really straightforward for you. And yeah, that'll be launching on Monday 25th, because I was hoping to do it today, but which is the 18th of July, but it's not been ready yet by the programmer guy that I've paid to do it. So that'll be from Monday 25th, and that'll be like a kind of test run. And then it means that come the fresh new month in August, we'll be ready to go with it. So FB group post, the Facebook group, that's another thing that's changing. It's been a bit inconsistent with posting, and that includes myself, just because like I'll maybe log in and put something up for the group when I've got a minute, or whenever I get a chance, and that's not really ideal because you guys don't know when I'm going to be posting. You don't know when to be expecting something, and you might not see it until like that later on that day or the next day, and your kind of chance to get involved is past. So that's why I'm changing it. It's limited motivation for you guys. You know, like I said, it's not really consistent for me. It gives you limited cues to ask questions, so it's not really prompting you or for discussion or for reaction. I'm not really putting, you know, things up that are really going to engage you and are going to be relevant to you as well. And I'm just kind of posting reactively. So maybe I've noticed something that day and I've just thought, oh, I better post in the group about that and see how everybody's getting on. It's not really been very effective. So the new way is going to be much better. It's going to be more personal to you guys, obviously. There's going to be, you know, the ability for you to put in the comments and post. So as I mentioned there's going to be the Monday check-in every 2 weeks. So week 1, we're going to have the check-in and the group call. Then on Wednesday, there's also going to be something going up. So I'll show you that in a wee minute, what that's going to look like. But the Wednesday is just basically another wee kind of check-in thing. It's going to be the live. So I already kind of do that anyway with the webinars. And there's also going to be opportunity for you to ask questions. We've got every Friday, there's going to be like a feel-good Friday. So basically just going through what has went well that week, anything you're carrying forwards into the weekend, setting good intentions, all that kind of thing. Then come Tuesday, that will be the second week. So this isn't going to be every single day that I'm bombarding you with stuff there will be breaks in between. But then the second week, then we'll go from the Tuesday. And Tuesday is just about ticking the boxes, maybe you didn't have a good start to the week on the Monday and Tuesday, it's just about nipping that in the bud and making sure you're ready to go forward for the rest of the week, with lots of good intentions, organised, feeling, you know, striking with irons hot, all that kind of thing, and make sure that the rest of the week isn't going to fall apart, even if just because Monday wasn't off to a good start. Thursday is just going to be Thursday thoughts. So if you've got anything that you want to share, if you've got any questions, maybe I've got some stuff I want to share with you guys, then that's just going to be a good kind of soundboard for you guys to bounce off of each other and share any experiences or any questions, anything like that. So it's just going to be much more consistent themes and a consistent message and a consistent routine that's going to get better results for you guys. So it's just, you know what to expect on what days going forwards, and it just will allow you to engage a lot better with each other as well. And also I found that you guys sharing stuff is much more effective than just coming from me. Yeah, so this is actually still this. I've just realised this has got the wrong branding on it. I've used a template for this and I've not put my own branding on it, so please ignore. But yeah, it's just going to be a much more effective way for you guys to share information and just learn new tricks and techniques and recipes and ideas, and you know, just different ways that you guys are kind of getting through your experiences and what you're doing just now, because you're all in the same boat as each other pretty much. So it's a good way to share information and to help each other out. So that is pretty much how the check-in is going to be going forward. It is going to be so straightforward. It might seem like there's a lot going on, but don't you worry about the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday things, the support schedule, that I call it. That'll be taken care of on my end. All that I ask is that you guys engage and help each other out. It's really, really important. Because if you've found yourself getting really good results doing something, then it's going to be nice for you to share that in the group and help each other out. Because like I said, you're all in the same boat pretty much with your experiences and what you're going through and how you're getting on in your own fitness journey. So it'd be great if you could share it all with each other. That would be much appreciated. But yeah, that is your check-in. That's how it's going to be done. And I'll have another wee update for you soon once I've got the flow back from the programmer. All right, so thank you for watching the video. If you've been through it and you still have any questions, then obviously just let me know. But yeah, as of next week, this will be the new procedure and it's going to be so much better. And I hope you guys are looking forward to using it. It's definitely going to be a game changer in terms of feedback, progress, all those kind of things. So yes, I'm looking forward to getting started and I hope you guys are too.